everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. Today is March 12th, 2025, and I'm Michelle with Yes Michelle Crochets. Please allow me first to say welcome and hello to my returning viewers, my returning subscribers, and my returning lurkers, and a very special welcome and hello to my new viewers, my new subscribers, and my new lurkers. I appreciate having each and every one of you here with me today. I thank you for your time. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a bit of a routine to my videos. I like to start out with a quote of the day. I think it sets the tone for the video. I know it sets the tone for my day. From there, we'll discuss what's in my cup, the weather outside. We'll have a few quick announcements, and then we will have a very important conversation with a very special friend. After that, we will move into the topic of the day. And once I'm done talking, I'm going to give you a screen card. And in that screen card, I'm going to detail what I'm going to be crocheting in the next part of our video. Now, let me stop right here and let you know, if you're not a crochet artist, that is absolutely not a reason to run away. Because you see, this is not a tutorial session. I'm going to tell you what I'm crocheting. I'll even share what the pattern is if there's one available, what the yarn I'm using is, and what the hook is. But what I'm not going to be doing is giving you the pattern to do yourself or expecting you to crochet along. You see, I am just a crochet buddy. You are free to do whatever you like. Whether you knit, diamond dart, maybe you draw, maybe you paint, maybe, just maybe, you need some company and you want somebody to hang out with while you do whatever you do. Heck, you could be house cleaning, or maybe, and I hope maybe for some of you this is true, you're just sitting and you want somebody to sit with you. I'll do that for you, and do so with pleasure, with good music. Now, once I'm done crocheting, I'm going to give you another screen card. That screen card is going to show you the quote of the day, and then I'm going to celebrate my members and give you an end screen. And in that end screen, you're going to see a couple of things. A quick reminder to please hit like if you haven't already done so, to hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and of course, tickle that bell notification. I also am going to ask you to please share this video. And my reason for asking you to share, it certainly gets me further out in the YouTube algorithm. It introduces me to new people. But this is my virtual hug to you. And this is my way of asking you to share that hug with somebody else. Then either I or YouTube is going to give you a recommendation of another video that we think you might enjoy, or maybe even a playlist. Now, with all of that said, let's get started with the quote of the day. Today's quote says, "Courage is the ladder on which all other virtues mount." How appropriate. Courage. I am a person who, to know me is to know I've had many evolutions of who I've become. I started out as a very loud, very talkative, very bossy person. Okay, I'm still all of those things, but I'm also a mom, a daycare provider. I have been everything that I needed to be in my life, whatever that role needed to be. The cook, the baker, and yes, even the candlestick maker. I've done it all. And now I'm a content creator. And that comes with a lot of courage requirements too. Being able to sit in front of my iPad in a very empty room. Okay, not empty. There's a lot of stuff around me, but there's nobody here. And I'm talking to you by myself, not knowing if you're going to be there or not. But I do this through courage. Yeah, courage. And you take courage every day when you get up and you do all the things that you do to fulfill the requirements of your life, whether that's working, taking care of your family. Heck, taking care of yourself takes courage. So, for all of that, I celebrate you, I thank you, and I give you the quote of the day. Now, then let's move on to coffee talk. Because, yes, coffee is it. Coffee is delicious. For me, coffee is my pre made coffee, which I make in my bullet blender. I take a scoop of chicory, a scoop of instant coffee. Cafe Bustelo is my choice. I add in a scoop of my fake sugar because I don't do real sugar. And then I toss in a quick drizzle of my favorite flavor, the Loran salted caramel flavoring, and a splash of cinnamon. Blend all that together in my bullet blender with a little bit of water and 2 ice cubes. Pour that over some more ice in my cup. Then I pour in my supercharged protein shake, where I take a pre-made protein shake. Today's protein shake was the Quest salted caramel pre-made protein shake, and I add in 2 scoops of the Javi coffee protein powder, and each one of those scoops has 10 grams of protein. Together, that's 20 on top of the 30 from the pre-made shake. Blend all of that in the bullet blender and pour that on top of my coffee. Stir it up. We got coffee. That's 50 grams of protein to start out my day. I will always admit I am not the best eater. So this is a really great way for me to start my morning and a great way for me to start my day. So that's that. Now, weather. Weather is amazing this morning, all things considered. It is currently 47 degrees, and that, yes, is the low of the day. However, we are expecting a high of 78, and in St. Louis, Missouri, 78 degrees in early March. I'll take it. I will take it with pleasure. Now, forgive me, I'm starting to sound a little nasally again. It's morning. I'm waking up. This is what we get. Anyway, announcements. Today's announcements are as they are most every day. Happy birthday or happy anniversary if today is your special day. I sincerely appreciate having you here with us today on your special day because it makes me feel very special and I get to celebrate you. So thank you. Now, I also want to say, hey there to my best buds and greetings and salutations to my royal court. And if you're wondering who my best buds are and who my royal court is, well, those are the members of my channel. They invest a little bit extra into the channel, and in return, I've created custom emojis for them. I give them, the royal court that is, a very special weekly live most every week. There will be a couple of weeks where I will miss. Court will not be in session as I will be duty bound to handle other royal engagements, but they're very important to me. And if you would like to be one of the members of my royal court or one of my best buds, I'd love to have you. Consider yourself invited. You can join the membership by clicking the description box below this video and going through the steps to use that link. Or if you're on a mobile device other than iOS, you can hit the join button and that'll take you right to what you need to do to become a member of the channel. So thank you. Now, before I go any further with this conversation, I'd like to take a moment to have a very special conversation with a very special friend. This is someone who may not be having the best of times right now and needs a little extra love, motivation, and encouragement. So please excuse me while I do that. And to our special friend, hey there, it's Wednesday. That means we've made it almost halfway through the week, and that's a good thing. I know you may not be having the best of times, but I want to encourage and remind you that you made it this far. And for that alone, I'm very proud of you. I also happen to love you. So I'm going to remind you to do the things we need to do to keep ourselves going. Of course, that starts with you need to eat. You need to drink your water. Those two things your body requires. It's mandatory, it's on the list. Then, of course, if meds are appropriate, please take your meds. I am truly of the mindset that the meds are there for a reason, and we don't always understand what each and every one of those meds does. Maybe it doesn't smell like, what you want to put into your body. The reality of it is, if someone has prescribed this medication, you need it, either to minimize what you're dealing with or to eliminate the problem, but you need it. So please take your meds as they're directed when you're supposed to. The other thing I'm going to remind you to do is have very real conversations with friends or family members, maybe a neighbor or a trusted person of faith, but have genuine conversations about what you're dealing with and what others might be able to do to help you. Those conversations will help you get through whatever it is. And if you don't have anyone in your life that you can have that type of conversation with, this is absolutely the exact right time to reach out to a professional to discuss what you're dealing with and try to come up with real solutions. You see, I'm not going to give you an email or a website or a phone number to call simply because I don't know where you are and I don't know what you might need. So that's a source you're going to have to seek. But I encourage you to do so. I also want you to remember I love you. I am proud of you. And I need you. So for now, sit back and relax. I'm going to keep talking. I'm still going to be here for you. And if you want to reach out to me, you can either leave me a comment below or you can send me an email. Please give me grace. It takes me a little bit sometimes to get back to people via email. And remember, I am not a medical professional. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just someone on the internet who happens to love you and wants the best for you. So, sending you a hug, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. But for now, sit back. And guys, thank you for being patient with me while I have that very important conversation. You see, more often than not, that conversation is for me to remind me that I need to take care of myself. I need to eat and drink my water and take my meds. So there's that. And as I said earlier, today is Wednesday, which for me means WIP Work Wednesday. Whew. First, coffee. Coffee is exactly what I needed at the moment. And what I needed because let's talk about it. WIP Work Wednesday is where I am choosing to share with you where I am with some of the WIPs that you've either seen me on camera or heard me talk about off camera related to the things I'm making. Of course, one of the things that I'm making all the time at one point or another through the day, is a dishcloth. And this is because I have a hashtag, a restash. Restash 2025 is the hashtag that I'm using to restock my dishcloths for my giveaway at the end of the year, whether it's for a gift or if I want to donate some dishcloths or washcloths to whatever organization. I give away a lot of dishcloths at the end of the year. And in order to make sure that I'm not dropping other projects to prioritize dishcloths, I'm doing a minimum of one dishcloth a week to make sure that I have at least 52 dishcloths at the end of the year. I'd love to have more. And it looks like I will, but this week I only made one. And that was it. I showed it to you. It wasn't fancy. It's a pattern that is in the Easy Crochet Dishcloths book that I showed you. The link for it is in the description box below. But I've made that dishcloth before, And I thought, I need more than one. So I made another one. Super cute. And I like that they match. So if I give a set, there you go. The other thing that I am, oh, stop, pause. Guys, I have to remind you, tonight is book club night. Why am I forgetting? Because it's not yet 4:15 in the morning and the brain is not fully engaged. So, with that, I'm going to remind you we are going to go over the second part of the 12-week year with book club meeting tonight. And I do sincerely hope you will make it tonight because, my goodness, this book is so pivotally important for someone who is trying to hit goals, organize their time, as well as other things in their life. So let's get to the book club tonight and talk about it. Back to WIP work. Now, you have noticed in the past couple of days, you've seen me working on a blanket. This is a baby blanket that I'm working on, but I am using the Timber Trails pattern by Juan the Yarn Addict, and I am loving this pattern. Like, don't be surprised if you see me do a few of his blankets over and over and over again. As you guys know, I am crocheting for My Life in a Bag, one of the charity organizations that I like to donate to and support. And my goal is to make a couple of blankets to add to their stash so that they have those things to gift to children who come through their program. And thanks to It's Raining Yarn with Russ, I have a stash of yarn that I can go through to utilize for that purpose. But I started with a piece just out of my own stash using a Karen cotton cake to make this to see what's it gonna look like. And I'm loving it. I am gonna have to add rows on either end in order to meet the requirements of this organization's request. But I'm still so very stinking excited about it. And I thank you all for being patient with me while you're seeing those in the video. Anyway, dishcloths, the baby blanket, sunny sweater. I haven't touched it. I tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. If I've done something, I've done it. If I haven't, I haven't. And I haven't picked it up. It is not a UFO. It is in timeout because I haven't seen Sunny. So if you're watching this, Sunny, girl, we need to talk. It is what it is. And that's only because I need to get some measurements to make sure that I am getting the shoulder length and the arm length correct. Sunny is taller than I am, so I want to make sure that I meet their physical needs with this sweater and that it looks good. So I need to get that done. And I'd like to get it off my hook soon. But for now, just for now, those are the things I want to talk about. There are some other WIPs and other UFOs that are happening around me. I don't feel like talking about them. So today we won't. And what we will do at 18 minutes is conclude this video. I'm going to remind you, as I do every day, you need to eat. You need to drink your water. And of course, if meds are appropriate, please take them. I'm also going to ask you to please stick around. I'm about to give you that screen card that I mentioned earlier. And I'm going to give us some really good music. And I'm going to crochet. You are free to do whatever you like, no matter what that is, including sit back, enjoy the music, and hang out with me. But for now, I'm going to stop talking. I love you. Thank you for your time. I hope you have some fun today. And I'll see you in a second. So don't go anywhere.